It looks something like this.
Hello gorgeous, welcome back to my channel. It is our favorite time of year, Halloween. We don't have the crazy spooky background like we normally do, and it's probably a little bouncy with the sound in here right now, but we are filming in a new location in a brand new studio for us. We're in Ohio, and I'm just excited because I get to do my first Halloween look of the season, and we're gonna see if Kenny cooperates, but I'm gonna try to get her to do this with me. We'll see. We're dealing with a toddler here, guys. Just keep that in mind. All right, let's get started, and I'm gonna show you how to do a cat. The first step is highly technical and really difficult. Be prepared. Just put your cat ears on. These are just cute little cat ears. I've got a little bit of a like fluffy fluff there. I got these at Party City, which probably everybody has a Party City around. Are they sitting straight on my head? I can't really tell. They look like it, but on the camera they don't look like it. I don't know. Anyways, first step I'm gonna do is I already primed my face, and what I prime my face with is the Farsali, the purple drops, the unicorn essence, I think is what it's called. So I put that on my face earlier today. I have all my skincare on, but I have no makeup on at all. So I'm going to use some color correctors and get rid of my dark circles and red spots. I just want to tell you guys really quick. I've been using the Charlotte Tilbury. This is the, it's the corrector. It's a number 2 medium, and it's peach, and it is incredible for your under eyes. So that's that. But I'm gonna go ahead and correct real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, got my under eyes corrected, got the green dots on my red spots. Green dots on my red spots. I'm rhyming. I'm gonna go ahead and add some foundation. Let's see, we're gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Airbrush Flawless Foundation. I am in 6 Neutral. And I'm gonna mix it with my Drunk Elephant. This is the D-Bronzi drops. Holy crap, this is like my favorite product right now, because we're in that season where it's not summer anymore, and if you're up northeast like we are, you don't see the light of day from now until basically July. So you need all the sunshine help you can get because you're not gonna get it naturally. This right here, I've talked about it before, I'm telling you guys, lifesaver. So I'm just gonna apply some foundation on the back of my hand, and then I pop a couple of drops. I do usually I do 2 drops for my whole face. Put it right into the foundation. I don't know if you guys can see that really well or not, but you get the idea. And then I just take my foundation brush using the Marc Jacobs brush as usual. And as you see, I did not blend in my color corrector, and that was on total purpose because I feel like you get the most amazing color correction when you do not blend it in and you put your foundation directly on top of it. I'm not sure how other people do it. That's just how I prefer to do it. So whatever's left over on my brush, I just am dragging it down my neck, just like I would my foundation every day. I just got back from Toronto and I forgot to pack my beauty blender, and I stopped in at the drugstore and I picked up the drugstore version in Canada, and it's this brand QUO. Would you say that's Quo? I don't know. I really like it. It says specifically on the box, do not use wet, or do not wet or wash, and to replace it every 30 days. And that's a lot more often than I would ever replace my beauty blender. So that was interesting. But I do think it does a pretty good job. I feel like you have to work with it a little bit more than you do the beauty blender. That's just my opinion. For the price point, the result that you get, honestly, it's pretty fantastic. Do you see how you don't see any of my color correction anymore? That's totally an everyday tutorial type of thing for me to share with you guys, but it works. Using some concealer, cover up those dark circles. Sorry for making that sound. I hate when people talk like that. That's my pet peeve. And when I do, I get really mad at myself. Covering up the dark circles, and we're gonna do this. I hate that cadence. Everybody talks like that online. Why is that? Why is that the cool way to talk? I don't like it. Just setting my under eyes with a little banana powder. This one is the Essence Matte Banana Powder. And I'm gonna set my T-zone with the Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder. It's in medium, which is number 2. And I'm just gonna lightly dust it over my T-zone. Now, if you are going to want to wear this all night long and you feel like you might be sweaty or out in the rain or anything like that, then go ahead and just set your whole face. I'm not going to be because I'm only putting this on for you guys, obviously. We're gonna go straight to the eyes. So, the last time I dressed up like a cat, I was like 6 years old. Actually, I'll try to find a picture and we'll pop it up here if we can find it. If we can't, ignore what I just said. I thought I was cute. And I'm gonna do something similar to that, but a little bit more grown up and sexy and pretty and all those things, because, you know, let's be honest, we still wanna be sexy. So we're gonna contour the face first. So a cat has, I'm gonna give more of an angular shape to my face, which I already have a super angular face, as y'all know. I mean, look at my cheekbones. So I'm just gonna take some matte bronzer. I'm using the No7 matte bronzer. I use this thing every day. I love this bronzer so much. It's like every bit as good as my Hoola. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit deeper of a contour. See, I'm gonna go a little bit stronger. That's the fun thing about Halloween makeup or costume makeup, is that you get to like really have fun with it and like layer it on. When, like, for every day, people will look at you like you're crazy, you know, when you're out in public and you got like all this heavy contour on, but this is your excuse to go crazy with it. I love it. So I'm just doing the outside of my forehead and then into my cheeks. Now for the nose, I went more of an angular kitty cat nose. I'm gonna use an angled brush. This is actually a nose contour brush, but any angled eyeshadow brush will give you the same effect. I'm gonna really get some good product on there. And I'm gonna start at the inside corner of my eyebrow, right here on the bridge of, like at the side of my nose, not the bridge of my nose, but the side of my nose. Right there. And I'm going to bring this all the way down. And I'm gonna make it pretty obvious, you know, because I want it to stand out. I want my nose to look super angular, because that's how we're gonna make ourselves look like a cat. Now that I came to this point right here on both sides, I'm gonna take it and go down. And then I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna shade downwards on both sides to really give that shadow look. I'm gonna take the same brush and I'm gonna go under my lower lip, because I want my bottom lip to kind of stick out. That's not because cats have big lips, it's because I like to have big lips. Now I'm just taking a matte loose powder. I'm gonna just set my eyes with it. Now my brows, I'm gonna go pretty thick and bold with my brows, because I feel like that's gonna help just give my face the appearance of more of that like feline appearance. I'm using a powder. I'm using the Urban Decay Double Down Brow. And I'm just taking the powder right along the bottom of my brow. And I'm gonna add a little bit to it volume-wise, just to make it appear a little bit thicker and more bold. And then I'm gonna push it upwards into my brow. Now that I got my brows all filled in, I want them to look bushier and have my brows kind of like pushed up. So I'm gonna use a gel to do that. I'm using the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. And I'm just gonna push them straight up. Because your brows are trained to lay down, this might take a couple times to get it right, and you might even actually have to use some hairspray to get them to stick up. I would not be surprised about that, because, I mean, think about it. We, every day, train our brows to lay, whatever, a certain way. I'm using my Natasha Denona mini nude palette, and I'm using this nude shade right here. I'm gonna just pat that all over my lid. I'm gonna use a fluffy shader brush, and I'm gonna go in that same palette with that dark brown and put that right into my crease. All right, got some crease going on, some crease action. It's time to line it up. My favorite liquid liner right now is this Lash Paradise by L'Oreal. I love this one. I talk about it a lot, I feel like, especially on Insta stories. And I'm gonna move my mirror right here, so it's gonna be in the shot, sorry. But I'm gonna draw a cat eye. This is the one time where a cat eye is actually truly a cat eye, is when you're doing cat makeup. And I'm just gonna put it on. The reason I like this eyeliner so much is because I feel like it's so easy to use. And you can get as dramatic as you want with it. That is allowed. I'm gonna take it and tight line as well. Get in between those lashes and get a really thick black line happening. So I just went ahead and waterlined and tightlined with the gel liner from Colourpop because it's super pigmented and it did a really great job. Threw on my mascara, that's all I did. And I added a little bit of a downturn right there. It's just literally a flick of the pencil so that you get more of that feline look to your eyes. Do you see how it kind of downturns the eye, but then this side's up and then the nose is contoured? She's giggling so much. Okay, we're gonna use the Natasha Denona palette again. The middle color, which is right there, it's just a really beautiful shimmery white, but it's super pigmented, so it's gonna do a really great job of getting in that inner corner. So I'm using a flat shader brush and picking up a little bit, and I'm gonna pull this down on the inside corner. You even wanna take right here and work up into the lid because it's going to help bring it down. And then I'm gonna go back in with the dark brown. Black would do the same thing. I just prefer brown around my eyes. And going right underneath to smoke it out. Okay, so now that I've got that really smoky look going on, I'm gonna curl my lashes one more time and then I'm gonna throw on my false lashes, which are the magnetic ones. My dog is out of control because she's bad. Got my false lashes on, it's just the magnetic ones. And I'm taking a nude liner and I'm just lining the lower lip. This is Nude Whisper from Maybelline. It's truly super nude. And I'm just loosely hauling my lip line because it doesn't really matter. And then for my upper lip, we're gonna do black. I'm gonna use this Colourpop again. Okay, so I just used the black lip liner for my whole lip. And I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna draw out a tiny bit. I'm using that same pencil and I'm just lightly drawing the lower lip. And then I'm gonna draw some little freckles that look like whiskers. And then I'm going to draw actual whiskers onto my cheeks. And what? Uh-oh! We just accidentally threw our apple, for anyone who's paying attention to what's going on with Kenny. Going back with the gel liner, and I'm just gonna draw a couple, like 3. I'm using my Nude highlighter. This is from Essence. I'm gonna go right down the bridge of my nose. And really go crazy with it. And then I'm gonna do This is Kenny's tutorial. And I'm gonna take a little bit and I'm gonna go right over top. Okay, now I gotta do my nose. I added some eyeshadow to my lower lip just because I wanted it to be a little bit more blingy. And I might tone it down a little bit because on camera it looks way more shiny than I'd like it to look. Gonna do a black nose now. I'm gonna use the same liner. Okay, so this is it. I added a little extra highlighter right here. Per Matt's recommendation, I just sprayed my face. I used the Farsali spray. I use this every single day. I love it. I feel like this is a really glam, pretty kitty. Pretty kitty. I'm gonna see if Kenny will now let me do her makeup. What do you think? You wanna play with some makeup? You want? Oh, oh, you can curl my lashes? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Now we got Kenny some kitty ears. Hey, can you hand that to me right there? And maybe if we give her... Shishi? Where do you see Shishi? There's Shishi. Okay, let's see if we can get these ears in. I bought little clippy ears also at Party City. Okay, let's see if she lets us paint her face. Did you just realize Mama's doing something to you? Good job. Okay, hold on. Let Mama color it in. There we go. Okay, let's put some highlighter on you. Oh, you're so cute. Oh, she's so cute. Can't really expect too much from a toddler, huh? Let's see if she'll let me do her lips. And don't lick it, don't lick it, don't lick it. Kenny, look up there. Look up there.
Hi, baby shark, dee dee dee. A baby shark, dee 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 dee.